Alright, so today is the day, everyone. This is my first makeup freaking tutorial, okay? It took me so much to get to this point. It's amazing. So anyways, I'm introducing you to you guys. Make sure that she's in focus. Great. This is my friend Shauna. We've known each other for actually quite a while. Met up again and down here in Vancouver. I'll be doing her makeup. So the makeup look I'm going to be doing for her is just basically like an everyday makeup look, and it's just something that suits her personality. Like we've already talked about, like what we want to do for her look. That it's just something that she's gonna feel good because she has to go home right after this. So it's just something that she's gonna want to be able to wear out, right? So without further ado, let's get to it. This is part one. I have a feeling that we're gonna be doing more than one parts, and this is just basically her foundation. I'm gonna close the door because, as we all know, my boyfriend is annoying.
Our boyfriends are annoying.
Yes, her boyfriend is here too. They're out watching TV. All right, so right now, all I've done is I took off her makeup that she already had. You can obviously see a little bit of like residue around her eyes. Well, not a lot, but there's usually is. So I basically exfoliated, moisturized, toned, and everything. So all I'm doing right now is I'm putting on a light primer. Now, just so you guys know, Shauna's skin type is dry. Very dry in the cheek area. Okay, and a little bit oily. So, a little oily in the T-zone, which means combination. Okay, so I'm taking a primer, which I'm right now using the NARS primer, the one without the SPF, and I'm just applying it on a sponge.
Lord knows I don't need SPF.
Yeah, I know, eh? Because it doesn't really have, you know, sunny hot times in Vancouver. No, it does not. Despite what you guys might see on TV, there is absolutely no sunny hot times in Vancouver. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm evening out her skin tone with obviously a foundation. I don't know what else to say about this. The foundation that I'm using on her right now is Face Atelier. Okay, I'm not actually using NARS. Surprise, surprise.
With your handy palette.
Yes, and I'm using my handy palette. Yeah, so I made fun of that in my last video.
I did.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So on YouTube, Shauna here is actually known as Searching for Unicorns. It's her YouTube account. So I'll put that into the link beside, on the sidebar, whichever side it is. I still haven't figured that part out. Okay, so basically, as you can see, Shauna's face shape is what we like to call round. Okay, she goes in the category as round face shape. Okay, and her skin tone is obviously fair. I don't know what skin tone she is in MAC, so please don't ask me that because I really don't know.
It's NW20.
It's what?
NW20.
NW20, guys. So that way you know what she's at, what she is in MAC foundations. Okay. So as far as foundation, I'm just putting it on with a brush. You guys can put it on however it is, but what I'm doing in this video is just basically doing it as if I was just doing her makeup. Like I'm not showing you, oh my god, I just almost dropped that, different, like, you know, whatever ways and doing it. This is just how I would be doing it if I was just actually just doing her makeup in general. Okay, let's see here. So basically all I did was I just concentrated the foundation more in the T-zone area and around her cheeks where she's a little bit more red. And basically I just concentrated the makeup and blended it outwards wherever I needed it. I did not necessarily put it all over her face, okay? So, because her skin tone is so flawless as it is, you don't need foundation all over, okay? Because there really is, like I said, no need. Alright. So, now let's talk, because she has dry skin, I'm not going to be using a lot of powder whatsoever. I mean, you can, if you guys are scared for setting your foundation, you can use different things for setting. You can use a liquid spray for setting. Makeup Forever has a great one. Let's see here, just Ben Nye or any professional products line should have a setting spray. I think MAC has one as well. So because she's more oily in the T-zone area, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a loose puff brush, just dab a little bit of powder in it, and I'm actually using the RCMA powder, and I'm just basically setting it a little bit more in the T-zone area, okay? And with whatever I have left over in the puff, I'm just quickly going over the other side, okay? But I more concentrated the powder in the T-zone because if anything, that's when where the foundation is going to be sliding, because it's where she's more oily, okay? So now that we have like 5 minutes left and I've already finished her complexion, I mean, obviously there's things that are going to be because she has flawless skin as it is, a lot of people obviously have other issues like acne and discolorations and stuff, but luckily we don't have those things here. Luckily, or hopefully I'll look for someone who doesn't have as flawless skin, and maybe I can show you guys how to do that. But I mean, like, for people who do have flawless skin, this is a good option, so you don't have to, like I said, don't put concealer all over the place or foundation everywhere where you don't necessarily need it. Alright, so let's put a little, I don't know, I don't ever really do blush next. Okay, let's just prep your eyes for the next part of the video. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a cream eye base. I'm using FYI by Benefit. I do quite like this as an eye base. I'm using the same brush that I've been using as for foundation. I need to close, thank you. Okay, so I'm just applying it all over her eyelids, up to her eyebrows. Okay. Aren't you guys happy that I'm not being like, do this, and then be like so?
And this is the only way you can do it.
Exactly.
I said so.
Yeah, this is the only way you guys can actually ever do your makeup, so listen up carefully. Or listen closely, or whatever. Yeah, no, this is the only way. These are the only colors you can ever use.
And the only brush.
The only brush you can ever use. And if you're wondering, I'm actually using a brush by V. Neal. It's called her very favorite brush. That's the actual brush's name. So, alright. So I will be doing an under eye concealer a little bit after. But that's basically her complexion. And let's move on to her eyes, which is probably going to take a lot longer than her complexion. Alright. See you.